All right, so we do have a second chance here. So as I was saying in my last video, there's this new, I guess you could say it's a technique that I noticed when I'm watching these charts. Every day while this trades on, I just sit there and watch the charts. And I noticed something over the last week, this weird thing that happens with the chart that kind of correlates with the signal that we're getting from the service, this 0DTE signal. And I did some back testing. We put one on last week and I put one on yesterday, and they've all worked out. So I think that we're onto something here. And another opportunity, or if we want to call it a signal, it's not quite the exact signal that we get from the service, but it's a combination of the signal and what something that I noticed happening in the chart that gives me a green light to enter another one. And there's a potential here to enter multiple of these a day, which could just really like double or triple our expected return. So anyway, I'm calling this the double dip strategy. It's like a bonus trade every day or multiple bonus trades. And I just got the signal for that. So I'm going to go ahead and take the second trade right now. And I'm going to try to see if I can get in for like $1.05 or $1. And if I can, then we're off and running on the second one, part 2 or part 2. So let's see if I can get filled on this. Now I'm just going to let it sit here at $1. So you can see that here the mark is below $1. But I'm just going to let this sit here for a few minutes and see if we can get lucky and get filled at $1.
All right, so we're coming in here. We're looking at these lows here, potentially. It looks like sellers are still trying to potentially move it back down to this range, but the buyer's right off the +2. This is back to learning how to trust some of these levels. And we could be trading right here, +2, -2 to -1, -2 to -1. We can see this line right here moving.
Order filled.
Moving down right now. So we're in a channel, a downtrend channel. I'm looking for a touch of this previous day POC and looking for a rally. Looking for it to rally now once it's come and picked up some of those contracts. That's what I'm looking for in the NQ, the S. Let's see what kind of support it's giving us. Read, it's right back now, fighting back into that outside day up level. So this is a potential good, still very strong potential since it's holding above that level for it to work back through range. So this is not a bad entry point for a long for the yes. It's just going to take some time and momentum, especially with the lack of volume. Who knows? Who knows how long it takes to, if it's going to trade this range, who knows how long it'll take to do that. Yes, Derek, you're right. The range is still way too small. That's why when Rod talks about with these ranges being so small, is not a bad day to just JOMO and watch it. And there's a lot of reasons why traders don't trade these low volume days. It's just because there's not enough. The car's not moving fast enough. It has
Order filled
to change directions and be very.
All right, so we got it. We got $1. So we're on part 2 now. We have our second trade on for the day, and I'm going to set the exit order on this immediately, just because this thing is, as the day progresses, these 0-day options, they bounce around. These spreads, the price just kind of is all over the place, and maybe we can get lucky on an exit too. Or I don't want to miss an opportunity to exit. So I'm going to set the exit right now for 50. That'll give us $50 on this trade, or about 12%. So I'm just going to set up this exit order, and then we'll just let it go from here.
All right, DS is looking to take out its low of day potentially, so we want to watch that candle. We see some resistance here.
So there we go. We're off and running. Part 2. Part 2.
Okay, is anybody our P&L EC scores? Anybody? I'm going to go ahead and say that I am a small R. I'm a small R1. I'm going to say I'm a small R2 because I got agitated about my Dow trade, and so I'm an R2 at the moment. I was a little miffed at missing that one, and then I'm a little miffed about my NQ entry a little bit too. So Gabe, good job. Good job. Way to go, Zach. Way to go, Todd. So as we watch paint dry, okay, we're looking at the ES potentially pulling now to take out its low of day. We're going to see if it wants to hold above it. This is why this day is so slow. We're going to probably see the rest of the morning this volume just die off. And then at some point it'll get a get some momentum. Hey, Reed's up $10. Way to go, Reed. He had to say that offline. So you are a small G, 1 or 2. All right, we're coming down the ES. Let's see. Okay. Oh, look at that. Our ES order is in. It came down and touched it directly on the
Order filled.
On the nose so far. We'll see if she streaks on down below it or if she pulls up. Right now there's a bounce to it. So we're seeing a good little bounce to our ES trade. We're sitting at POC and it is taking off. It's going to just ride to the 860 level. That's where we're headed. Let's be greedy. Let's shoot it to 900. Everybody get in and let's go to 900. Can I explain one more time how you attach the order to the +2 and the +1? Yes. Let's see here. Sam, okay, I'm going to do it up here. Well, I have to do it on the NQ. Let me do it on the NQ here. It has a potential. Okay, up here, let me do it just right up here. On VWAP, up here on the NQ, I'm going to put a cell limit here. Okay, now I want to attach it to the VWAP. Okay, so I hold the control key down, and then I grab this order, and as soon as I do that, it automatically moves that attach level there. So I move it up to the attach and let go. Well, no, it's. Let me see here, up here, and I double click on it on the word attach, and it brings it up this box. As soon as you get this box, then you can do plus or minus offsets. I like
Order
to
filled.
put a couple ticks, so if it comes up and barely touches it and moves on down,
Order filled.
offset it. So this would be a -2 because I want it to be under that line. If I wanted it to be above that line, it'd be a +2, +4, plus whatever. So I do a -2 here and say okay. And now it attaches that order to the VWAP. So that should answer that question for you. All right, the ES is now. We're going to let that baby trade all day because I'm just betting on her. And I should have bet on her. If you guys, anybody take the -2 long at the NQ, that was probably a very good trade, especially with the lines here all building up. And I like to see when this line builds up and there's a key area either on the ES or NQ, that tells me it's a good NQ trade as well, too, potentially. So Daniel got one scalp on and Jim took it. Very smart. Very smart. So if it trades back up to +1 or -1, look as that is the first target. And if it holds above it, if you have inventory, take one and then look for it to trade potentially to VWAP and set it break even. We all know the rules and the math. So ES is doing well. She's probably, yeah, okay. So she broke above. Now we're looking to see about open. We'll see what happens here. I'm going to keep this at a break-even trade, so a sell stop limit. I'm just going to call that a break-even right there, a little bit above it. And I'm going to let that baby ride for a while, and we'll see. If she gets up here to the +1 or the VWAP and rides back down, I'll make a decision in that area. If not, I'm going to look to hold it across range just because of the potential for it to trade back through range like it's done over the last or this morning. Boomer Dan. Well, there you go. Very good. Now, are those qualifying accounts on your dollar total there, Boomer Dan? Are those qualifying accounts? And if they are, how far are you off from qualifying? That's the question. And you don't have to answer. I guess that could be a personal question. So look at there. We're getting our move back into range. It's at the +1. We'll see on the ES. So again, some of the information that Adam was talking about, if buyers support this level, the 17-16, it came down and got real close to that 16-13 level. It was supported, and now buyers are trying to push it back up through range potentially. We'll see if they have the momentum. These double stops here have a good potential to move my stop up a little bit to get a little bit into profit if I want to. But I'm mainly looking for this. I'm going to see where this trades first. So I'm going to give it a little bit of room to trade. Let's see here. Our NQ is broke above. I'm going to take this trade off because I just don't have the trust level of it trading below it yet.
Order canceled.
Okay, so here's a question to you guys. Who thinks that it's a good probability trade to take a short at VWAP on the NQ, the NASI, and why? So Josh, in the long, Kerpos is 933, looking for high of day break. Okay, nice. Okay, all right. So you're taking it at VWAP and looking for it to trade up above. Okay. Where is it at on the bands? So you're taking it off of VWAP and looking for it to trade above it. So nice. Kind of got in a little bit at the +1.
Order filled.
+1 going to the +2s, Josh. Okay. Anybody looking to take the NQ short at VWAP? Anybody? No use. It is as a target my preference. That's right. Way to go, Craig. That's the answer. The answer is at the target. You don't want to be taking a dang short there. Now, the better question is, what do you really do? That's greatness. All right, baby, let's go. Go, Nazi. Go, Nazi. On as slow as molasses day, go, Nazi, go. Shit. I'm sure most of you guys have already exited the room, so I can get the opportunity to be stupid. Nice. All right, so the Nazi's making it back up to VWAP. We're going to see if it goes ahead and trades across range. Any other questions for the day, guys? We'll wrap this up. Any other questions? Thank you guys for putting up with me. Tomorrow we'll do the same thing. 30 minutes before open, we'll go through the checklist and kind of step through that. And then we will start trading from there. I need you guys to help me trade better tomorrow. I should do this more often. Okay. Who knows? Who knows? Well, we got Thursday rewind also, so we can you can go through this stuff tomorrow. We can actually go through the morning session, and in the rewind, we can see exactly where we were in terms of our pre-planning versus our end of day planning. What happened and where did we end up? All right, guys. Well, y'all have a great day. Trade like you mean it and stay green, all that jazz. Let's all dig out of the little R's and do not create big R's. All right, guys. Y'all have a good rest of the day. Talk soon.
Order filled.
like to learn more about how it's possible to start placing trades that can make profits regardless if a stock goes.
Order filled.
All right, there we go again. We got it. We got our second trade, our second profitable trade in today, which is awesome. So let's go over to our Excel sheet, and today is the 27th. This is the bonus trade for today. So we'll say double dip bonus trade. We made 50 bucks on this one. The risk on this was 400, and the time in this was 48 minutes. All right, so there we go. So how many days have we been doing this trade? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This is our 15th day. Our 15th day doing this system every day, this 0 DTE experimental project. And let's look at our return now. So if we pull up our calculator. All right. So we've now made a total profit. Here we go. So in the profit column, we've made a total wins of $685. In the loss column, we have 180 loss. So when we subtract 180 from 685, we get 505. So that's our total profit on this strategy over these 15 days. So let's say 505 profit divided by the risk. The trade or trades that had the most risk are these 420s. 420. So 420. We have a 120% return in 15 days, which is fabulous. That's really great. Wow. So we're 15 days in, so there's 20 trading days in the month. So we're about 3/4 of the way there. So we have another 5 days. It would be amazing if we could actually make 200% in a month. But now that I said that, I probably just jinxed it. God damn it. Oh, shit. So we'll see what happens. I mean, who knows? One of the things we need to remember is this is kind of a slower time of the year. This is Christmas holiday. And these 2 weeks here that we've been doing these last 2 weeks are kind of more sleepier than normal. So it'll be interesting to see how this strategy performs in more of a normal volume market, or even like a rocky market. But this is what we got to work with, and this is certainly very impressive so far. So we'll hit it again tomorrow. Maybe there'll be another opportunity today even. Maybe we can get 3 trades in a day. So I'll keep my eye out for the signal that we're looking at with that correlation that I'm seeing in the charts. And if we don't get another one today, I'll see you tomorrow. So if you'd like to follow along with me on this trade or any of the trades that I'm doing, just make sure that you're subscribed to my YouTube channel below. Just click that subscribe button, and also join me on my website. Go to my website. I'll leave a link to it in the description below. Head on over there and sign up for my free email newsletter. As soon as you sign up for that, you'll get a welcome email from me. Just reply back to that welcome email and let me know which strategy or strategies you're interested in learning more about, and I'll hook you up with what I got, and we'll go from there. All right, that's it for today. Talk to you later.